Finding y-intercepts from a table. So there's multiple ways that you can find the y-intercept from a table. Here's the first one, and this method will always work. It might just be a little bit longer, but it will always work, so you decide which method will work better for you. So here, to do this, we need to first look at finding slope or rate of change from a table. So when we look at this table, I did the following. I chose my two pairs of XY values. You can see here marked in the red. I labeled my X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Then I took that information and I set it up into the formula Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. So that's where I got 8 minus 4, because 8 is my Y2, minus my 4, the Y1, and I put those arrows to remind me which direction to go. The denominator, I have X2 of 2 minus X1 of 1. Calculate that. 8 minus 4 is 4. 2 minus 1 is 1. So my slope for this table is 4. So the value of m is 4. Now that we found the slope, we're going to continue with finding the y-intercept from the table. So this is the table of information with the reminder the slope was 4. We're going to use that table of information and we're going to substitute into the formula y equals mx plus b. We're going to take any coordinate from the table and solve for b. So that's what I have going on over here. So y equals mx plus b. I tried to color code so you can see what each piece is. Okay, so y equals mx plus b. It says here substitute 4 for the slope, m. So I did. I got rid of the m, put the 4 in. Then it says substitute the 0.14 for x and y. Now remember, you don't have to use the 1 and 4. You can use any pair of xy values when you're doing this substituting part. Okay, as long as it's from the table. Don't make up your own x and y values. Okay, so then I put here, so remember, this is my x value, this is my y. So I went over into the formula. I put the 1 where the x is, so you see right here. And then the 4, I put where the y is, as you see right here. Okay, then I continued on and I worked out 4 times 1. So I brought down the 4, did 4 times 1, got 4, brought down the b. Now I need to solve for the b, which is canceling out that positive 4 by doing the inverse. The inverse of adding of 4 there is subtracting 4. That will cancel those out. 4 minus 4 here is 0. So your y-intercept for this table is 0. So the table has a slope of 4 and a y-intercept of 0. But we only want the y-intercept. So just make sure you watch that with the questions. Okay, so that's one method for finding y-intercept from a table. If we go to the next slide, there are some tables sometimes that are real easy. Okay, real easy because if we know from slope on a graph, when we had slope on a graph, there was, for example, if I just draw a random graph here. Okay, so let's say here's my line, here's my y-intercept. Let's say that point, where's that at? 0 and 2. Okay, let's say I had another graph. Again, just drawing another little random graph here. And go here. Let's say there's our y-intercept. Let's say that's at -2, so the coordinates of that are 0, -2. Now if you notice, again, this was mentioned in the slope from graphs notes, but if you notice, in the y-intercept ordered pair, the x is 0. When x is 0, your y-intercept is what the y value is. So see, when your x is 0, your y-intercept is -2. So in this table, if we look at the x side, when x is 0, so this table actually has a 0 in there, your y-intercept is at the 10. So yeah, sometimes it could be that easy, but not always will it be that convenient. So you're going to have to go back and you're going to have to do the other method, which was find the slope, then take that slope, substitute it into the y equals mx plus b with a chosen xy pair of points and find your y-intercept that way. But either way, you should find your y-intercept from a table. Good luck.